Hello pilots and ground crew, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is another one for new pilots, and it's to do with motors and actually opening them up to get at the magnets and the inside of them. Now one or two of you might be wondering, why would you want to? Alright, the motors come, you put them on your quad, you fly. Well, the thing is, sooner or later you're going to have a big crash, just like I did, and this is what happened.
Well, there you go then, pilots. You can see the amount of mud inside there. It was one hell of a crash. I had to strip everything down. It was a mess. And as for the motors, which is what we're talking about now, you can't really see on the picture, but the motor was thick. I mean, it was thick mud. And as for the FPV camera, well, you couldn't actually see it. I mean, it was just completely buried under the ground. And this motor, top view, the motor itself don't look too bad, but when I opened it up, it was just thick. But got them all opened up, got it cleaned up, and now look, yeah, nice and shiny. Got the old alcohol rub, or antiseptic alcohol rub as you use. Got it all cleaned up, got everything nice and shiny again. Motors all stripped up and cleaned up, and these are the bloody new motors as well, so it was annoying. And the flight control board all ready and raring to go again, and she's had a test flight, and yes, she works.
Yeah, so as you can see, made a bit of a mess of them motors, so I had to strip them down, clean them all out. But a lot of new pilots don't know how to do it, so I just thought I'd take you to the bench and show you how to open your motors up and give them a clean. Okay then, cheers. Right then pilots, a lot of, well, most motors, right, will have some type of clip like this, right, under the actual motor itself. I'll show you more in detail in a minute. The first thing I advise you doing before you strip your motors off is purchase more of these clips, because unless you're very lucky, you will lose them, or they will bend when you take them off the motor and you'll never get them back on again unless you're very lucky. So go out and purchase some more of the C-clips. You'll find out which ones you want. Basically, if you just know what type of motor you're buying them for, have a look and basically just look up the type of motor and make sure you get the clips for the right size. As in, if it's a 2205 size motor, you want clips for a 2205 motor. Right then, so let's zoom out and talk more about the actual motors themselves and how to strip them down. Right then pilots, now I've got two different size motors here to show you. Just zoom out a bit more, wrong way. There you go. Now it doesn't matter if it's a big motor or a small motor, what you're going to be doing is almost identical. Now underneath your actual motor is where you'll find your little C-clip I just showed you. Now your best bet is put your motor inside a plastic bag of some description. Put your hand in to get the clip off, so that if the clip does shoot off, it's in the bag. However, like I said, 9 times out of 10, unless you're very lucky, the little C-clip will snap, bend, and you'll never get it back on anyway, so you need to put a brand new one on. On some motors you'll have a little O-ring where you unscrew a grommet like this one and you just take it off and you're off. And on some more modern motors now, they're getting rid of the C-clip completely, which is brilliant, and it's just a little nut. You unscrew it and you're there. So right then, you know why and how. Let's have a look inside. Once you've took your C-clip off, there may be a little washer, so you have to watch out for that as well. But you basically hold on to the bell and pull. It'll be a bit stiff because in there are your magnets. Exactly the same with your bigger motors, once you took your clip off, your bigger magnet so it's stiffer, but pull, and inside there's your magnets, but hell of a lot bigger motor obviously. Now if you can see that, well, for want of a better word, blue guck inside the running on the motor, on the magnets on the inside of the belt there, right? When cleaning you might be tempted to scrape that off. Don't. It's been put on by the manufacturer to balance the motor. It's there for a reason. Do not take it off, and it's almost always the same colour, blue. I don't know if there's any on this big one to show you. In fact, I don't think there is. But like I said, if you see the blue glue type thing, the guck, leave it on. It's been put there to balance out your motor. On the inside is your magnets, your electrical coil, your conductors, right? And then just strip it down, clean it, and put it back together again. While we're here, if you're interested in how the motor works, I'll do this quickly because I know most of you won't be interested. Right, I'll use the bigger one to show you. It'll be a bit easier. You have your 3 cables running out, as you know, that you plug into your ESC. And what they do is, they basically, because this is for new pilots, I'm going to keep this extremely basic, and I don't mean to insult people, but if I go into terminology, certain pilots will just tune out, especially if you're brand new. But the reason why you have 3 wires, you get an electric circuit that runs through which activates one of the magnets, right, while the other 2 turn off. So imagine as it goes round, this one comes on, these 2 go off, so the bell moves slightly. Then this one, this one comes on, this one goes off, that one comes on. This one goes off, that one comes on. So the electrical pulse going round is what grabs the magnets, is what spins it. I'll just put this back on. One thing, when you're connecting these back up, be very careful, because get a good grip, because you can easily trap your fingers and it hurts, because it will there you go, caught my finger, bagger, yeah, it will bite. I'll just zoom out again a bit. Yeah, it will bite your finger. But we're not getting on to that. That's how you open up your motors anyway, right? Just to give them a clean when you've had a bad crash like I did, and the thick mud. While you're there, while you've got them open, always have a look at your coils. Make sure nothing's damaged. Make sure no plates have come off as you're looking around it. You know what I mean? Because you're talking getting a new motor then. Make sure your magnets are all still in there, because if your magnets have come out, you will want to get a new motor again. Depending on which motor, on certain motors you can just buy the bell end, or just buy this end. You know what I mean? But I don't want to get into too much. Don't want to go technical. Like I said, this is just how to open them up and clean them. So there you go. You know how to open them up and clean them. But like I say, take the advice about purchasing some little C-clips first before you open these up, if they use C-clips. Alright, because 9 times out of 10 they fly off and you never find them again, or they snap, and they can be a bit of a pain. So just go out, buy a packet, the cheapest chips. Right, I always keep a packet on standby, and like I say, you can usually get, say, a packet of 10 or a packet of 20 for about $1 or £1, whichever way you look at it. Okay then pilots, like I said, just a quick video how to open up your motors for when you have to clean them. Right, thanks for watching, and cheers.